Hello everybody, my name is Hong Yuan and today we're gonna keep going with the pain story. This pain story changed a lot of people's life. It shed light into what something happened to our life and how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So let's get started, okay? May, what is this called? What is this?
A pen.
Oh, it's a pen. Now, if a dog comes into the room and then it only wave this in front of the dog, what does the dog see? What did the dog do?
The dog will run.
Oh, the dog will run away. Does the dog play with this one?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think it's gonna lick it? Yes. Okay. So, for the dog, is this a pen?
Mm, no.
No. Okay. So, but for the human, this one is a pen, but for the dog, this one is not a pen. So, who is correct, the dog or the human?
Oh,
Both? Okay, all. So both is correct. And this is exactly true because, for the dog, this one is a chewing toy, where for the human, this one is
uh,
a, for the human, what is it?
right.
It's a pen too, right?
Right.
And so the dog is correct in the dog one, the human is also correct in the human one. So now let's imagine that there is a table in front of us. So I'm gonna put this thing on the table and then both the dogs walk out of the room. So inside the room there be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or a chewing toy. It is
Nothing.
oh, is this nothing? Is this almost nothing? It's neither a pen nor a chewing toy. The ancient wisdom call this one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life, just like Issue Michael Roche applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build a business with a revenue of $250 million a year. He's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this thing currently on the table when there's no human, no dog, nothing to interact with. It is, so it is almost nothing. But as soon as I go back into the room and look at this becomes a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time, we both look at this at the very same time, what does this thing become? It becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing when there's no human, no dog, okay, or nothing to interact with, it's come back to true self. So, the emptiness is actually not nothingness, not blackness, no feel, it's just not no feeling, no thinking. The emptiness is just so where it doesn't interact with anyone and or anything, okay? So that's what the emptiness are. But the emptiness is. But in reality, but then, okay, but then in reality, whether we are human or dog, or we always interact with someone or something. So we always has the potential to become anything or anyone depending on who or what is looking at this very moment. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have this potential. Now I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from himself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is the pen itself, then the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog say this one is a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from the mind. And everything is actually coming from our mind. That is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to believe this one become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are see it inside our mind that ancient wisdom calls come up. When we see something, the sit inside our mind pop up, open up and cover this and made us see it for what had been planted only into our mind. So who planted those that into our mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by our words, by our actions, by our thoughts over other people. So, for instance, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope I can help my friend. So when I do this palm open up in both me and my friend will see it. This dollar remark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen has already planted inside. And I powered the and covered this and made a seed for what had been planted earlier into our mind. And this is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson is both the corrupt. So we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. The second lesson is along with the emptiness, we all have limited potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential of everyone or everything around you, trust the potential, whatever happened to you. Lesson number 3 is, everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. No criticism, because in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seeds into our mind. And last but not least last but not least is a very important lesson. Is how to create that's how dream life in realization level. So first we have to know what we can do, what we want to achieve in our dream life. And then second, we stop mentioning those things in our word or action and thoughts. So for instance, if we want to have happiness, then learning happiness in our word or action to other people, helping other people to be happier. If we want to have prosperity, then we use our word or action and thoughts to other people, helping other people to be more prosperous. And if we want to have wisdom, making sure that you use your word, your action, your thoughts, helping other people, getting wiser. Just like that, whatever that you want, making sure that you use your word, your action, your thoughts to other people. And you can see right here. And the lesson that I would like to share with you today is that you can see right now my son is actually playing around trying to catch my attention when I'm telling the pen story. And some reaction really caused me to be irritated, to be honest with you. And I'm trying to keep my calms. And I know that what he's trying to do is just trying to get my attention. So, and then what I'm trying to do at the moment is that making sure that I'm practicing to be calm, to not react. And then if there's several things that if something that I know that I probably will kind of react, then probably I will try to take a deep breath, and try to count to 10. So that's the if I cannot count to 10, probably I try to do to count to 3 at least. And that's what I'm planning to do. I noticed that recently I hadn't been able to keep my coolness, my cool. So this is something I have been trying to look into. That it might be because I've been working a lot, and then even though that I try to take time off, but then I I haven't been able to do much of meditation or breathing, and then I just come back to my running as well. Yeah, I've been doing exercise quite regularly, by swimming or doing such thing. But I think that being able to just kind of sit in a place, meditate, try to bring the calmness into you and through your practice your breathing is make it become a habit. And then when you actually need it, when you think that you're gonna lose your cool, that's when you start come back to you composing yourself. So that's what I will try to do. Um, mm, and try to figure out a way, a time to do that. So thank you everyone for listening to me today. Thank you, Elu, for calling me in the 2000-day journey. And if I may share with you the page story of my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my dearest family, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my neighbors, or to any living things in this world and the other worlds with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.